This is the typical political playbook. Just point out a common enemy. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Give people a common enemy to chase after. Not our tanking economy, not our resources being exploited, not our GDP being owned by a foreign country. And this is now happening in Ghana, and Ghanaians are falling for it. Think about it. Why do you think that a 2013 video of a ceremonial Igbo king is suddenly trending in 2025? More than a decade later. Why do you think that is the case? This is the video I'm talking about, right?
But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land, along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. Along that road, it's right on the road, I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana.
Okay, I'll stop you here.
The village.
So, this is a 2013 video that is suddenly trending and is making people to come out of the street to start fighting Igbo people in Ghana. Igbo King in Ghana is just a ceremonial role that is aimed at unifying Igbos, and promoting cultural heritage of Igbos. It has nothing to do with asserting political or territorial control over Ghanaian people or over Ghana. And that's when you have to ask yourself, why? Why is this being blown out of proportion, and why now? This man in question, the king, the Igbo king in Ghana in question, has been living in Ghana since the 90s and is married to a Fante woman, a Ghanaian woman. So I see nothing but good intentions here. Yet, people are trying to frame this as some form of taking over Ghana and all the negative connotations associated with it. That's not what I see. I see a country that is being played. I see people that is being played. I see people sowing seeds of division and hatred among Africans. And we have to be very careful about this. By the way, the project in question, announced by the Igbo King in 2013, has been abandoned long time ago. Why the uproar? There have been several people in Ghana who have been given chieftaincy titles by the actual chiefs in Ghana. They have given people chieftaincy titles. Foreigners. I think Jimmy Moxon, right? Jimmy Moxon, a British colonial administrator. Moxon was installed as a chief in the Gold Coast, now Ghana, in 1957. Also, Rita Marley, right, the Jamaican reggae artist and wife of Bob Marley, was installed in the year 2000 in the Abure Mountains of Accra, Ghana, was given a chieftaincy title. Also, Michael Jai White, the American actor, was also given a chieftaincy title in 2019 in Ghana. And you have Lisa Ray, you have Michael Jackson, you have plenty others, just an example. These are people, foreigners, who were given chieftaincy titles in Ghana. And these are not ceremonial chieftaincy titles, these are actual chieftaincy titles installed on them by the Ghanaian chiefs. Igbo chief in question is just a ceremonial role to bring Igbo people together, promote Igbo culture. It has no political or territorial control on Ghana or Ghanaian people. Again, why the uproar? There is a bigger agenda here, and I will tell you why. Just stay with me. I'm speaking in sadness as a Pan-African. China is there laughing at you. Lebanese they're laughing at you. US is in your country, they're laughing at you. EU is there, they're laughing at you. This is my opinion. You've been given a shiny object to hate so that you get distracted. Just like a cat that has been dangled a shiny object and is just chasing it. Meanwhile, there's a tiger that is eating your offsprings while you're busy chasing the shiny object. Again, Igbos or Nigerians are not your problem, Ghana. Take it from me. Igbos are not your problem. I'm not saying China or EU or US is your problem either. It's for you to decide, who you give control of your economy. But what I'm here to tell you is the fact. China is the largest trading partner of Ghana, and they dominate the industrial and infrastructure sector of Ghana. And I think in 2022, these sectors contributed to 32% of your GDP. 32%. And that's China. The illegal mining in Ghana has been a big issue, and this is often linked to foreign countries such as China. Right? So, worrying about Igbos have little to no influence in Ghanaian economy. They have little to no influence in livelihood, in your livelihood. They have little to no influence on the quality of your life. Whoever that controls part of your GDP has a political influence in your country, and that's not Igbos. Think about it. You are just chasing a shiny object, my friend. You are chasing a shiny object. Why the real deal is happening on the ground. and you're just there chasing the shiny object. They're keeping you busy. They are keeping you busy while your country is going down the drain. Same with Nigeria. Igbos have suddenly become a scapegoat for everyone. Igbos are used in Nigerian political process as a scapegoat. Ghanaians, you're smarter than this, I tell you that. Are there Igbo criminals in Ghana? Of course. There are criminals in every tribe and creed. Right? There are criminals in every country. America possibly have the most amount of serial unalivers. I don't want to mention the term. They probably have the most mass unalivers. Right? If you know what I mean. But you're not going to identify America as that because of a minority of people, few bad eggs. This is what I call a low vibration argument. I'm telling you, based on my sources in Nigeria and Ghana, my verified sources in Nigeria and Ghana, it is alleged the Nigerian High Commission in Ghana is also fueling this anti-Igbo sentiments in Ghana. Igbos are widely known for their entrepreneurial spirit and hard work. Nothing else. You cannot tarnish the whole tribe by the actions of the few.